Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Steven's Week, your weekly update on marketing, customer experience, and technology. This week I'm going to talk about biometric credit cards, I'm going to talk about the rise of on-demand food delivery, and I'm going to talk about Instagram Lite. Enjoy this new episode, everyone. Facebook is working on an algorithm that will help them to automatically detect if something is wrong on the platform when pictures are published that are not in line with the ethical standards. And they've been working on this for a long time. And now they took 1 billion Instagram images, 1 billion. And they had a self-learning AI checking them out. And so they were not trained by humans. It was the machine that learned to figure out if something was content that is not appropriate or not. And now they can use this new algorithm. And it has an accuracy of 84%, which in theory is fantastic. 84% of all the problematic images and videos are removed automatically because of this self-learning algorithm. So it's huge from a scientific point of view. If you look at it from a customer point of view, I think there's a problem because 84% is high statistically, but that means that 16% of all the images and videos that are not appropriate are not detected. And 16% of those images, they can cause a lot of harm. So I think that before they fully rely on this, that we're going to need to take a few more steps in the development of AI before this can be implemented in a way that we can all rest assured that the content on Facebook and Instagram is in line with the ethical standards. MasterCard and Samsung are working on a biometric card. It will allow you to pay larger amounts of money with your fingerprint. And they are doing this because, of course, we've seen, because of COVID, this huge increase in contactless payments. But now they want to use the same formula and the same possibilities for larger amounts that go higher up than 50 euros or $100. And the biometric cards are a solution for that. And it will make sure that fraudulent payments with contactless are going to be limited. And probably, this is an experiment now that they're going to launch in Korea. But this is something that we're going to see rolled out in many, many applications where biometrics will over time replace the traditional passwords. In the last couple of months, last year, we've seen the rise of on-demand food delivery. Companies like Uber Eats and Deliveroo have exploded. And you're starting to see how they're rolling out, how they're gearing up for a post-COVID kind of world. Like Amazon. Amazon has a food delivery program in India. It's called Amazon Food. They're going to extend their program to 65 new zip codes to make sure that they can cover all major areas in India with their on-demand food delivery. Deliveroo announced this week that they will go public. It's going to be a valuation of $10 billion. They have a revenue now of 1.2 billion, which is an increase of more than 50% if you can compare it pre-pandemic. And then you have Olo, which is a software platform that is being used by restaurants and caterers to take care of the fulfillment themselves, and they're also going public. So if you look around, you see how these guys are expanding and how they're making sure that they're ready for this post-pandemic world, where the key question is, will people still order as much takeaway as they do right now? And of course, restaurants are opening up, pubs are opening up, and many of us are just craving to go back in the real world and to get served by a professional waiter. I cannot wait myself. But I still believe that the entire market of on-demand delivery will still continue to grow because we experience how convenient it is. And we know that if we have friends over now, that we can have high-quality takeout, that we don't have to do the cooking ourselves because we want to spend time with friends. We don't want to be in the kitchen the entire time. We missed our friends so hard that maybe we're going to rely on takeaway. When you're busy during the week, when you have a lot of work to do, when you have to take your children from hobby A to hobby B, maybe you don't want to lose time in the kitchen anymore, and you will say, hey, I know this great takeaway. I'm going to go to Deliveroo and make sure that it's being delivered at my doorstep in just a few minutes. So I'm convinced that even post-pandemic, this market of on-demand food delivery will increase because of the convenience and because so many people discovered it in the last year. It's just an increase in market potential and in market size, in my opinion. Instagram is launching an Instagram Lite version. Like Coke Lite, but now Instagram Lite. It's an application on Android phones. It's only 2 megabytes large. And they are launching this in about 170 countries. And their target audience of this Instagram Lite app is people who have limited connectivity on their phones, mainly in developing markets where they still hope to grow. It's kind of crazy if you think about it. The Facebook group has billions of users, but they still grow. That's because the entire internet population is still growing rapidly. But they need to adapt their offering, and Instagram Lite is just part of the strategy to be on as many phones as possible, which is the strategy of the Facebook group. So guys, this was my weekly update. I hope you enjoyed it. Like the video. If you did, share it with your friends and your colleagues. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you again next week for a new episode of Steven's Week. Take care and have a great weekend, everyone. Bye-bye.